Hello there, everybody out there in YouTube world. Oh, I say these things at the start of the video. We really do hope that people are okay out there in that world. Yeah, the storm in this part of the UK, Scotland, Wales and Ireland. Man, they got a battering, didn't they?
They do not. We're lucky, aren't we?
We are very, very lucky in the Midlands. I mean, all we got really when they have bad storms, it's just a bit of the after effects of it, really. Nothing torrential as such, which it has done many, many years ago anyway. But yeah, we're quite lucky in the Midlands. Hang on a second, we just mute this. I'll slip like that. But yeah, anyway, I was just sorting out the TV now. I do apologise for that. It's slight little interference. I tell you what, I can go on better.
Just let them get on with it.
There you go. Knock it off for a little bit. But anyway, right, my dear. This video is about stress. And what stress are we talking about? Stress as a whole? Or different sections or aspects of
there's
stress?
different sections of stress, isn't there?
So stress as a whole, basically.
Whole stress,
Yeah, everything about stress in probably about 20 minutes to half an hour of this video. But again, yes, thank you for the support you've been showing. Getting lots of views, and keep those thumbs up coming on. There you go. I couldn't have put it better myself. Thumbs up, like, all the way, thumbs up. But anyway, yes, getting back to this video, yeah, it's about stress. And boy, where can we start with it? Because there's no ending to it. Believe it or not, we are surrounded by it. I mean, you might not think that you are, but we are surrounded by it.
Well, no one escapes it, do they?
No one does.
No one.
You know, even being alive is a very stressful thing. And you wouldn't even think that. Just think about it for once, you know. Think about life itself. It can be very stressful, especially if you let it.
Exactly.
If you let it.
That's the key, isn't it? If you let it.
If you let it. But coping with it, whoa, wow. Again, there's lots of methods of being able to cope with it. You know, the best thing about when you're dealing with stress, the most important thing is to accept it.
Oh yeah, because you can't change it.
Nope.
You can change the way you think about
Yep.
it, but you can't actually change what's happening, can you?
No, this is why
Yeah.
you have to accept it. When I got attacked, right, in 2011, you know, one of the worst things I was doing with dealing with this was beating myself up on the inside. That is the stress from it, letting it attack me from the inside. That's even worse. And I did that for a long time. See how stress can be if you let it be.
Well, if you let it be, it can be up here, can't it? You know, hard to come down on. I mean, there's that many forms of it. Like Andrew said, it just surrounds you anyway, daily. You know, a letter that comes through the door, you know, that you weren't expecting, a bill.
Classic,
a bill
yeah, a
that
bill.
you can't pay.
And you go, oh no, what do they want now?
Yeah.
What do they want now?
You know, you can even dread the postman coming in case it's something you
It's true, you know.
want.
Because when I walked up, because I had to go to the opticians today for my eye test, but certain things have happened, so I've had to reschedule it for tomorrow. So anyway, as I was just about to approach the top of where we live, I saw the postman, and he said to me, "Oh, I've got an item for you. This is a little bit heavy." Was there someone?
A bit heavy.
I said, he said it's a little bit. He said it's a little bit heavy. Oh, right,
I felt
okay.
sorry for you when you knocked the door.
I said, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. I've got to go to, you know, I told I've got to go to an appointment." I said, "Okay. Is there someone?" Yes, my partner's there. I think the best thing to do would be to leave it downstairs because
I can't manage the
No,
stairs,
you
and
can't manage the stairs,
I wouldn't have been able to bring
no
it up.
way
Anyway.
on this. Well,
Can't get
anyway,
up there myself, can I?
Anyway.
Without the parcel.
what the parcel was, I had some neoprene dumbbells, 5 kilos in weight. So that's 10 kilos in weight. No way, but anyway. Yeah, so I was thinking, oh, postman, oh no, what's he got for us now? See, that's another form of stress again. He's saying, oh no, what's he got for us now? There, listen to those words, oh no. That is another form of stress.
So if you don't know what it is and you've gone out knowing that it's there,
yeah,
you're stressing about it. You're
Yes.
not concentrating on what you've gone out to do
exactly.
or enjoying your day. You're just worrying about what you're going back to, aren't you?
Yeah,
And you know, that's not a nice form of stress, but it's
No.
stress, and it's
is.
a natural stress.
yeah. You got levels of it. You got levels of it. Some very small amounts, and then it just grows and grows and grows. If you let it grow, some can fester over the years. But again, you're like waiting for the bus. I was thinking, right, I've got to catch the 22 outside at the top of the hill where we live. And I thought, did I get the time right? Then I saw a neighbour on the opposite side of the road, and I was on the other side of the road. I thought, no, I've got to go over to, because I've got to head towards Bearwood to get. And I was stressing about that a bit. I thought, no, I'm going to go by the main bus stops, the bigger ones, and that's what I did because there was no timetable as such. And I saw the bus coming, so then I crossed over. Thought, yeah, going to Bearwood. I thought, yeah, I know where I'm going now, and yeah. Stressed me a little bit, but then I just calmed myself down on the bus and did a little bit of a open-eyed meditating on the journey. But yes, stress. Yes, stress. Don't let it consume you. That's another thing.
Oh, you can't, because it could end up killing you.
Yeah.
Stress brings on that many things,
It is.
ailments. You
Stress,
wouldn't believe.
stress destroys.
It can destroy if you let it.
I've seen it destroy.
And you know, it's all around us. I mean, for example, you try and make things right, like with authorities, and they get things wrong, and then you're suffering for it because you thought they were doing this and they didn't do that. Then it's just one vicious circle, really. That's an example. Going to the dentist.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of my fears. And I've always gone, so I don't know why I feel it, but I do.
I used to be like that at one point.
The night before, my stress starts with that. And I'm like, oh. And then I've got the other vicious circle because of fibro.
Yeah.
Stress brings on fibro.
Yeah, she
So,
gets
yeah, so then I have a fibro flare.
a very severe one too. I've
You know,
seen it.
really bad ones. And all because I stressed the night before about something. I have to suffer then for months after. It's silly, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the thing as well with hidden illnesses.
Yeah.
Some people can judge you by this. I thought I'd just mention a little bit about this because it's a bit of a stigma when you think about it. They judge just because you haven't got a physical disability as such on the outside, what they can see. And they think, well, why is that person walking us like? But they don't realise most of the problem disabilities are from within the body. That's where they originate from. A majority of them originate from within the body. And some people don't see these things. Those who are able to walk around in their daily lives, they seem to just look at you and think, and they're stressing you out. And there's no need for these people to do these things.
But that's because they've got no patience.
Exactly.
To wait, or they've got no patience because they're rushing somewhere, wherever they're rushing to. Goodness knows, but they're still around after.
Of course
aren't they?
they are.
So,
Of course
like cars, you see cars speeding down,
Yeah.
and then they've got to stop anyway at the lights. So what's all that?
I know, yeah. But yeah, getting back to the main part of the subject, stress. Even with food, some certain foods can stress you out. If you go to a certain, say, restaurant or a cafe or wherever they serve food for you, and you're thinking, I'm looking forward to a certain type of food to eat today. And then you say, oh, let's go to wherever cafe or restaurant we want to go to. Oh, it's not on the menu anymore. And you're there and settled down, ready to order, and the waiter or waitress comes up to you and says, oh, I'm sorry, we don't serve that particular food you requested.
Or we've got none here.
Or we've got none in. And then you go, oh, gosh, see, instant stress straight away. Instant stress. But again, it comes in every way, shape or form.
Because there's nothing you can do about anything, really, is there?
No.
And if you can, it's going to take time to sort, so...
Yeah, exactly.
It's really not worth it, but we all do it.
Of course, we're human. We're not machines.
No.
We're human beings. we have the emotional centre. If you can strengthen this part of your body, I can promise you, right, this is the truth, you will have a blocker against stress, lots of levels of stress which we are bombarded by every day. Some little amounts of it may get through, but then you think, well, that's it, tomorrow's another day. That's the attitude to have.
And I mean, we stress about that many things, don't we? Even grown-up children, you still stress over them.
Yeah, of course you do. When
You stress over your grandchildren.
Yeah, of course you do.
You stress over your friends and family.
Yep.
And they do the same.
Of course they
Everybody's
do.
doing the same, aren't they? We're all
It's offloading stress,
Yeah.
offloading stress, offloading stress.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
You know, you stress, like, say you're going to a wedding and you've got to wear an outfit that you've probably worn once, and you think, I'm not buying another one, I can't afford to. I hope I can get into that item,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And then you think, oh, please let me get in. You're stressing about that then.
Well,
It should be a joyous occasion.
it
You're
should
going
be.
to somebody's wedding.
I know.
And all you're doing is stressing whether you can get into something.
Or particular colour schemes and things like that. That's another thing. And you can't get, and you're trying to get the identical colours, and then they'll say, well, so and so told you to get it from there. Well, what about if you can't afford that?
To get that.
Then you're going to have to try and get a cheaper version, which is not the same quality of that which they are portraying for you to have.
Yeah. It's like they do wedding lists now, don't
Oh.
they? And the items on the wedding list, and you
I
go
know.
down and you think, oh,
I can't afford any of them.
what we're going to do? Because you've got a ticket in you and put your names by.
Yeah, you have.
And you're thinking, oh my goodness me.
Did I think we're made of gazillions?
It's just...
Man.
But we have to see the funny side of it.
Yeah,
really.
you see, that's the way of coping
Yeah,
with it.
you've got to see the funny side of something.
Because when you laugh, what type of chemical does laughter produce in the brain? Dopamines. It really does. So it's good to have a good laugh after a stressful event. It really is. Because either you got to cry as well, or laugh and cry at the same time, which I've seen people do before. But yes, stress, man.
I mean, as well, like if you're in pain, I mean bad pain, not like you've hurt your finger and it's aching a bit. I'm on about really bad pain.
Take fibromyalgia.
And you don't know what to do with yourself. And you know, I've done it, haven't I? You cry.
I certainly have.
Sit crying with the pain, and then you start laughing because there's nothing you can do.
I know.
Nothing you can do. So you think, well, why am I sitting here crying? Because I'm in agony.
And this is
Well,
where
there's nothing I can do.
And this is where the acceptance of it comes
Yeah.
into place. If you're one of these kind of people who are physically out there doing this and doing that, and then certain things happen to you where it slows you right down, almost to a standstill, your brain is still thinking, well, I still can do that. And the body's saying, no. And then all of a sudden, stress right through the roof.
I mean, I've seen people, like when I've been out, like on my own, years ago and that. I mean, not now, because I go out with Andrew when I can get out. But you see the worry on the face.
Yep.
And people walk past and you can see them crying or whatever, and people are walking past them. You know, go to them and say, are you okay? Is there
Yeah,
anything
I
can
do that. I've done that before.
You know, and then I'll talk to you, tell you what's wrong. But lots of people, they just walk past people.
Yeah, totally walk past
and
them.
ignore it, don't they?
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
No, me neither.
I'll just go and say, are you okay?
I'm a people person.
And if they say, yeah, or, you know, give you a that's fine. At least you've asked.
Yep, at least you've asked, yeah.
At least you've asked, because life is that stressful the way the world is.
Oh, gosh, tell me about it.
You know, the changes all the time, and lack of money being taken off you, and
Which you didn't expect for it to happen.
yeah, you know, by this new government, for example.
We don't want to go there with them, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not going there. I'm just
No,
giving
no,
examples.
I'm not on about you, I'm on about in
Yeah,
general with other
yeah.
people who are thinking, oh, here we go, we're going to be talking
Here we
about
go again.
politics.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Changing this
Politics
and
is a
changing
stressful
that.
word in its own right.
Yeah. It's like me. I never thought pension as a benefit.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why. Because I worked all my life.
Yeah, you've put in.
You've paid all that. That's what they asked you to pay it for.
Yeah, exactly. Your national
When
insurance.
you retire.
Your national
And yet
insurance.
now the new thing is your pension benefit.
Yeah. I know, I was quite shocked when I heard that.
And I think, benefits? Never used to be a benefit. It's your pension.
Yeah, it's your pension.
What you've worked for all your life. You know, and that's all the stress for people, isn't it? Elderly people.
Yep.
You know, they can't have their eating on. And they buy a little bit of food. When I see them shopping and they're only buying a little bit of food, that worries me.
Yeah, it does.
Because I think, are they eating properly?
Mm.
You know,
Makes
you
you
just
wonder,
don't know. I mean, all this flu. There's been more people in the hospital this year
With flu than any other kind of
than any
condition.
other year.
Yeah.
Is it because they're not having eating on?
Mm.
You just don't know, do you? Because you can only use what you can afford
Yeah, true.
without getting into debt, can't you?
Mm.
So again, that's stress again, isn't it?
Yep. See, stress again.
A
Isn't
lot
it?
of stress again.
The word itself,
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, every time you put the news on, there's something to stress over.
Yeah, there is. There really is.
That's why we tend not to watch it if we don't
If we
want to.
if we don't want to, no. But yes, wow.
But it's a lot to think about, isn't it?
Mm.
You know, how do you not cope with stress?
Yep.
You know, what do you do?
Mm. And we're not encouraging to drink alcohol
No,
or
that doesn't
God knows
work.
what. It makes matters even
That
worse.
won't work for you.
Some people probably say, well, if I've had a stressful day at work or I've had a bit of an argument or some kind of disagreement with the family, I want to go out to the pub and have a few drinks. That makes matters worse. And it really, really does. I mean, I worked the doors for a lot of years, and I used to see people with some of the punches used to come in. I'll say to the guys, how's your day been at work? Oh, we couldn't wait to get here so we can have a few pints and shots and what have you and have a good dance. I says, you think that's going to take the problem away which you've had at work? It makes matters even worse for you, especially if you're drinking hard with it. It takes one after the other and it creates a vicious circle. And it really does. I saw it when all those years I worked on the doors.
It's like sometimes, and if people have stopped smoking or drinking for 1 or 2 years,
Yeah.
for just an example, then something stressful happens in their life.
Yep.
What do they do?
Go back to it, they revert back to it.
They revert back to the cigarette or the drink or whatever they
What they was.
they wanted at that time, sort of thing,
Yeah.
what they think helps. And it doesn't help.
No, it just makes matters worse.
It doesn't
really
help.
does. I mean, I feel fabulous. I don't drink or smoke or, things like that. And people say, Andrew, you used to smoke. Yeah, I did in the past. I did. But I was more of a social type of person. I wasn't like these chain smoker types, which I do see, one after the other. And
Each to their own.
Each
We
to
ain't
their
telling
own.
people what to do
Exactly.
and what not to do.
We're not preaching because
We're
we don't
just
preach.
saying what people do if they
Yeah.
get stressed.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've seen it.
They revert back. The first thing they want, they revert back.
I bear witness to it to these people's here. So I know I'm speaking factual here and truthful about it because I've got to see it on a regular basis working in the nightclub industry.
Yeah.
Even in working in retail security. Sometimes you've had a drink, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And they say, stress. I says, stress, here we go again.
Well, it can even affect the way people eat, can't it?
Yes,
It can cause overeating.
Overeating or the
Or
other version.
undereating, the other
Or the other
version,
way.
yeah. Just because of stress.
Yeah.
Awful. And I would think, anyway, I don't know, but I would imagine the biggest stress is work.
It's number one, work.
Number one. That's what I would think. I mean, every day, don't you? You see, it's like the poor bus drivers and having to put up with horrible passengers. And,
Yes, we get to see that on a regular.
that's stress. That's going to stress them out. It's only by
of
the end of the
course.
week or the end of the day.
It's like when I used to do home delivery driver work. People used to say to me, your job looks easy. I says, that's far from it. It's quite a stressful job. And it really is because you got to sort the van out in the mornings and you got to go through all the checks, make sure the van's road worthy, and you have to do these things, all the checks, water levels, oil levels, tyre pressure, tyre depth, things like that. All the electrics are working. Make sure the fridge and the freezer are functioning at right temperature. Make sure your vehicle's clean. There's a lot of stuff, man. I didn't realise when I was doing that kind of work how stressful it really was. And it was probably more stressful than my security career. I mean, that's bad enough because being in security, you're the frontline people. You're the frontline people, and sometimes people don't actually see that, but you really are the frontline people, not the police.
I mean, if you look at like security, like around shopping centres and stuff, they look so stressed out.
They do, they really do.
They really have got it hard these days,
Yeah,
haven't
it's not an easy job to do.
they? No, not at all. I mean, all jobs are stressful.
Yeah, they
don't
are.
get me wrong. All
Every way,
jobs,
shape,
doesn't
or
matter what
form.
job you do. It's all stress.
But this video is not about, we're not being negative, we're being factual.
How you cope with it, really?
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
how you cope with it
How you cope with stress.
in a positive way.
And not everybody can be positive. We know
No,
that.
we know
not
that.
Everybody.
No. Like take today for instance. When I was waiting at the bus stop in Bearwood, oh bless this chap also. He was a Jamaican chap, bless him, and you could see that he had some kind of mental health problem, and he was shouting out, not at me, to whoever. Fictional person who was meant to have been there with him, and he sat down where I was waiting, and he put his cigarette lighter on the chair, a couple of seats away from me, and he looked at me, and just carried on, and he was doing what he was doing, and he started shouting out again, and he got up, and he turned around to me and he said, "Oh, I'm very sorry for shouting. It's all right, my friend, no problem." And then he come round to me. He was about, say, a couple of feet away from me. And he's come down to my eye level and he says, "I know you from somewhere, don't you?" And I was thinking, oh, well, I know I've got a place. I says, "I'm sorry, my friend, but you don't know me. I'm really sorry because I'm not from around these parts originally." "No, but I'm sure I know you from somewhere." I says, "No." I said to him, "My friend, I'm sure you don't, honestly. But anyway, you have a good day," to him. And I said, and he fist pumped me and walked about. He walked about his business, bless him. But I could feel the stress that man was under. Really heavily. So I'm trying to give him a little bit of engagement, not too much, but enough to say, okay, no problem, he's not going to further the conversation anymore. This is what I've learned in my life about I've come across a lot of people who have got some form of mental health issues, and I really have in my career when I did my security work. So you learn how to be with them and how to speak with them, not to be against them. So feel that guy's stress. I really felt for him. I really did. I even smiled at him as well. And I said to him, take care and stay safe. Well, I always say that word, stay safe, to everyone. And it's a positive word, stay safe, when you hear it. It's saying, oh, that person must be really when you say it to them, they think, gosh, that person really thinks good of me, for them to say that. If someone says stay safe to me, it's like, oh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I'll do my utmost to try and stay safe throughout the day. But yeah, see, those are the kind of things to deal with stress, is to try and be upbeat, but not at a level where that even being upbeat can be quite stressful, believe it or not, because it can take its toll on you every day, trying to be upbeat every day. You're going to have your off days.
Oh, sure.
We have our off days.
You can't keep putting like a false face on.
That's the
that's the worst thing you
the
can do.
most stressful thing you can do is put on that false face, because what's happened? What happens over the years? The cracks appear.
It certainly
Little
would.
cracks appear, and then all of a sudden, when it hits its fullest, man, then it's revealed. That's when you have the breakdown, because that's happened to me. And I know what it's like to be at rock bottom. And when I mean rock bottom, I mean to a level where you think there's nothing.
Yeah, we both do, don't we?
Completely nothing, yeah. Completely nothing.
I mean, when you come home from work, if your kids have grown up or left home,
Yep.
the nicest thing you could do, if you've got one obviously, have a nice bath.
Yeah.
A nice bubble bath.
Good soak.
Yeah, and a nice cup of tea.
Oh, a lovely cup of cha.
Yeah. I mean, just relax yourself that way. Oh, I used to think that was
It
lovely.
was heaven. You put
Yeah.
your Radox in the bath as well. The herbal Radox, the big ones in the big blue, and it was all in colour blue, and you feel it all around you and all nice and that feels
Do they
nice.
do that now?
Oh, I don't
don't
know.
know.
I really don't know if they still do the Radox in the big bubbly,
It's all bath bombs now,
bath
isn't it?
bomb. Bath bombs. What's this? Yes, the bath has been bombed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Stress,
stress out, like.
de-stress.
De-stress, sorry. Yeah.
De-stress.
De-stress.
Mm.
Yeah. Or like if you've got little ones, you know, and you think that they've got to get to bed like at a certain time,
Yeah.
put them to bed, do what you got to do, and sit with your feet up with a good book or the music on,
Yeah.
or watch your favourite programme on the telly.
Well, if we
But
got-
you know, always do something for yourself,
Yeah.
innit?
I'll tell you what's really good. What's a very good de-stressor. You know, if you got any candles or those little tea lights, put a couple on, down your coffee table. We'll have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Turn the lights off and just have those on there and just sit in
And reflect.
and have no TV on, no sounds at all. Turn your mobile phones off if you can. Or
That's another stressful thing.
Oh my God, mobile phones, mega stress, and they are, but they're a good tool to have. I mean, I use my phone to record the videos to upload onto YouTube, so it's got its perks for it. But yeah, that's a good thing to do. Get your coffee table out, about 3 or
Nice
4
candles.
tea lights, or if you got any of those church candles, have a couple of them out, light them up, and just keep warm and just sit and relax. Makes
I'm
me-
feeling just listening to that about the candles.
Yeah, because candles is another good thing. Is when you're learning about meditating or meditation, learning about meditation methods and techniques. I remember one of the first things I learned was to get a candle and look at the candle flame and breathe slowly. You see, before I knew about the specific methods of breathing I now know these days, it was just the old version, the Buddhist versions we call
But it
them.
calms you down, don't it?
Yeah,
Just the
it
flame.
does. Just focus at the,
Yeah.
become that flame. Become that flame. I'm not saying being like the Human Torch. I'm joking about. But yeah, be part of that flame. Absorb yourself in it with your mind.
Good advice, that is.
Very good older way.
Proper old-fashioned advice.
Yeah, it's one of the best as well. It's still probably used today by some meditators. Look, when you see these meditation stuff on YouTube and stuff like that, what do you see around them? The majority is candles. That just proves to show that method does really work. But yes, you're going to be ending it there, my dear?
Yes,
Yeah, so it's a wrap.
it's a wrap.
And yeah, thanks again for your support on our channel. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, I saw that one. But yes, please like and keep the likes in because it helps with the algorithms. Or comments as well, positive comments. Share the channel and the videos too, and please just spread the word out there about us. Again, because we're different. We're not being your run of the mill. We got something different to.
We like to chat and we
Yeah.
like to hear.
Yeah, we like to chat and like to hear.
Yeah, that's why you called it.
Let's talk about it.
There you go.
Let's talk about it. And that's what this is all about. Let's talk about it. And if you're experiencing life like as we two are, we certainly are experiencing life about matters, let's talk about it. Okay, anyway, thanks again. Okay, let's keep this tree of life, excuse me, let's keep this always and forever flowing, everybody. Let's keep it moving. Let's feel that energy. Let's feel it expanding, contracting, condensing, expanding even more. Let's feel that energy. Namaste, namaste, namaste.
That's relaxing now.
Thank you, thank you. And please, most importantly, all of you out there who watch our videos, please stay safe out there.
Definitely.
Please stay safe. Because when you know that you're safe in your mind about things, you know what happens? You become aware of what's going on around you. You really do. So please stay safe out there. It's worked for me all these years. I'm the same for Maxine. Okay? Thank you.